how to become a tattoo artist in 2026 and beyond. No matter where you're starting from, what city you're in, if you can draw or if you never held a machine in your life. I'm gonna break this down for you step by step. I've been tattooing for over 4 years now, running 2 private studios in one of the most competitive tattoo cities in North America, done over 1,000 tattoos, trained more than 20 students from zero to working artists. Today we're covering 3 things. 1. Where actually start if you wanna become a tattoo artist this year. The fastest, more effective path and the slower path that also works. 2. Have to not just learn tattooing but actually become wanted, have to find a spot to work from, have to make people wanna hand you their money in exchange of your skills. And 3. At the end I'm dropping my top tips on how to get your first paid 20 clients in your chair. Alright, you ready? Let's go! And first thing you gotta understand, being tattoo artist is 2 things. 1. Having the skill of tattooing. And 2. Knowing how to exchange that skill for money. Without the second part, the whole thing doesn't work. And most tattoo artists never realize this. Let's start with the skill. Tattooing is one big skill made up of a bunch of smaller skills. I'm not gonna talk about drawing right now, it's useful and important, sure, but not every style requires you to be some crazy artist. There is plenty of simple designs that don't need supernatural drawing skills, so don't let that become a wall on your path. If you draw, great, if you don't, keep moving. Before you even start training the skill, you need to figure out what to get, what you need to have in front of you before day 1. You need a space, a chair, table, some decent light. That's your starting setup. Then the tools. Machine, needles, ink, face skin, all the basic gear. I'll drop you a link in the description to guide where I break down the full list. Got all that? Perfect. Now you block out time. Minimum 2 hours a day, at least 3 to 4 days a week. Non-negotiable. And we start with skill number 1. You go to Google or go to YouTube and type in how to make a proper hand-drawn tattoo stencil transfer. You watch the top 5 to 10 videos on it, you take notes, memorize the steps in the videos, and you do exactly what the person in the video does. Step by step you practice transferring stencils onto fake skin until you got it. That's your first skill. Once you lock it in, you're officially on the path. Now we move to skill number 2. Line work. Stencil is the base, without it nothing else matters. There is no point even starting, but it's also one of the easiest skills on the list compared to the actual tattoo techniques. So now line work, and guess what? You do the same thing with the next skill. You watch 5 to 10 videos across different platforms, like 5 on YouTube, 10 on TikTok, 10 on Facebook and 10 on Instagram. You take notes and ideally the same day. You start applying what you learned and see how it actually works in your hands. Why so many videos? Because you gotta separate the full bullshit from the stuff that actually works. You build the eye for it, you hear different opinions, and through trial and error on fake skin, you figure out what's real and what's garbage. You do this with line work, you do this with shading, and now you know how to transfer a stencil, run lines, and pack shadows. Like, quick note on shading, like for me personally that was like more intermediate level. If you got line work locked in solid, you can already start doing real work on human skin. You don't have to wait till you mastered everything, because you can start with simple outline designs. Alright, so the skill is in. Next step, you gotta land your first tattoo on real skin, and for that you need 2 things. A proper spot to do it and a human being who's actually down to sit for you. Oh, and quick heads up, you will not find advice in this video on how to land a traditional apprenticeship, because that whole thing is a scam. No go knock on shop doors with your portfolio advice here either. None of that works anymore. 2026 and beyond, we leave all that in the past. I became a tattoo artist without a portfolio, no apprenticeship, and even without a tattoo shop, without any of that. Fully booked, charging from $1,500 per session from the moment I decided to do it to my first on real tattoo, 11 days. So that's it. So here's what you gotta understand. The era of shops is coming to an end. Think about it. If I already know how to work, I have a space to work from, and I know how to bring in clients, Why should I hand half of my income to a studio? Makes zero sense. What's taken over is private studios, by appointment only, personal spaces where it's just you and the client or a few of your teammates. So, if you walk into a shop with your portfolio asking for an apprenticeship, best case they'll tell you to fuck off. Worst case, they'll take you in, train you for free for 2 years while you sweep floors and clean toilets. You will be boiling inside the whole time, and then maybe they hand you a junior artist spot at 20 bucks per hour, which to me is straight up robbery. Those years are gone, you don't get them back. So listen to me. Do it the way I'm telling you, and this year you're sitting in your own studio, tattooing real skin, living your best life. So, how do we actually get a person in the chair, and more importantly, where to do that? I did it on myself, like on my own skin, right here at my friend's studio. Simple as that. A lot of my friends did the same thing on themselves too. Some did it at home. Honestly, I can't recommend that. Doing it at home or without a more experienced artist next to you, I just can't tell you to do that. So, 3 ways to make the jump from fake skin to real skin. Option 1. Set everything up at home. Rewatch all the videos on hygiene, on proper setup, and like 80% of the artists I know started exactly this way. But for safety reasons, I can't recommend that. Option 2. Here is a ton of PMU salons and tattoo studios out there that will rent you a chair by the day, and I think that can work way better. You rent a spot for a day, and before that you line up with a model for a free tattoo. Go through your friends, your circle, post a story or something on socials. Hey guys, I'm getting into this. If anyone wants a free tattoo, hit me up. Here's my work on fake skin so far. You hop on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, post an ad offering a free tattoo, and people show up. Option 3, you invest like 10-20 bucks, run a small ad saying you're looking for a model for a free tattoo. Pick your city, have to run Instagram ads. I got a video on the channel for that too. And that's how you land your first few tattoos on real human. But again, I can't recommend doing any of this without someone more experienced next to you. It's gonna be incredibly tough and the risks go way up. Could you maybe pull it off solo with a shakier skill level? Yes, but my actual recommendation? Skip all of this. It's the slow way. Instead, find 10 to 20 artists in your area whose style you actually like, and you write them. Hey bro, hey sis, I'm trying to learn tattooing. Can you help me out with that? Now expect this, like 80% of the time you're gonna get either a weird response or a flat no. But 1, 2, maybe 3 of them will come back with a yes. And if you reach out to all 20 artists and not a single one said yes, nobody. Complete silence. Just write me, fly out to Vancouver, I'll be your mentor myself. They'll quote you a price for their time, and that's the move. You take that opportunity and you cut months of your learning curve. You save yourself from a pile of mistakes you would have made alone. Option 2, you do it right before your first tattoo on real human. You write them, hey, here's my work on fake skin, I'm serious about this, would you be down to watch me tattoo? Just to make sure I'm doing it right, like catch what I miss, correct me if something off, and you offer pay for their time, a few hours of their work for example, like whatever the rate is. You guys figure it out, maybe it happens at their studio, maybe you rent a space for the day and they come through. Either way, you got someone more experienced in the room with you. That's the goal. And that's huge because now you actually know you're doing it right and you didn't blow a fortune to find out. And once you've done that, congrats! At this stage the skill is in, you know how to do this on real skin, and you probably already figured out how to find a spot to work from. Marketplace, Craigslist, type in rent a chair, it's not rocket science. Now we move into the business of tattooing, because the skill on its own, that's the foundation. Without it, nothing works. But in 2026, without understanding how the business runs, how clients actually come to you, that skill is basically useless. It will keep you stuck at the amateur level forever. So the final piece is this. You find the human being who wants to get tattooed by you and pay you for it. And you already got the space to do it in. So have to actually pull clients in, have to get booked a week out, have to make real money as a tattoo artist. Lucky for you, I decided to fill that gap. That's why every other video on this channel is about the business side, the abundance side of tattooing. Alright, so how do you actually get your first 20 clients in your tattoo chair? You ready? Cool. The fastest and most effective path, the one that works for me and works for my students. Here it is. Step 1. Fill up your Instagram profile, minimum 9 posts, and you mix it up. Tattoos you already done, shots of your studio space, the one you found on Marketplace, a couple photos of you, your work on fake skin, a few designs, just stack it up, 9 posts minimum. Step 2. Run ads on it. Doesn't have to be crazy, 7 to 10 bucks a day is enough. Step 3, and this is where most people drop the ball. Every single person who likes your post or follows you, you message them. And you offer them a tattoo. Obviously something small, something simple, but at a real price, 100 bucks and up for something easy. That's it. That's the shortest, fastest path to your first 20 clients. And you can knock this out within your first month, easily. Want the full breakdown on how to actually run this play? Two options. Jump into the community, links in the description, or go watch my video what I do if I wanted to become a fully booked tattoo artist in 2026. It'll pop up at the end of this one. And listen, the fact that you watched this video all the way through, you're already different. You're already ahead of 97% of the dreamers out there. You're actually ready to move. So your next step, join the community, grab the guide with all the supplies you need to buy, order them and start grinding the skill. Let's go. And I'm wrapping up a product right now that's gonna help every single one of you leave behind and even pass artists who've been tattooing for years already, because they ignore the simple rules of promotion and you will not. Big love, hugs to all of you.